Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. In the name of Allah, most gracious and most merciful. Assalamu alaikum everyone. I'm Sidra Iqbal. Welcome to Zoology Explorers. In this video, I'll cover major branches of biology. Let me start the video on the topic of branches of biology. Sequelly, first one is the immunology, branch of biology which fight against the enemies of the body. Next one is the histology. The word histology shows the history of which one? Actually the history of body, which is the actually tissue. Further is cell biology. The question is arise, what is cell and how cell reproduce? It may be as a mitosis or meiosis. Next one is the anatomy. What is anatomy? Which shows internal growth story of the body. And the next one is the genetics, which show the study of inheritance. Question arises about these branches as the how traits of parents transfer to offspring. Which factors are involved in the inheritance? Last one is the pharmacology, which is including as the vast branch of the biology, which deals the drugs as in 3 steps. How much quantity is taken, and second one is the which one pattern acquired for the drug. Third one is the its effect on the body. All these branches are specifically described in this video. First one is immunology, branch of biology which deals with the study of immune system of animals, which defends the body against invading bacteria, viruses and microbes. In the innate immunity which is given by nature to the human and the other animals as stomach acid. When something which is not suitable enter in the stomach, then stomach acid at their level detoxify the effect of these things by their acetine, which is present in the stomach most inner wall. Next is cough reflex. As in daily routine, we show that when something not suitable for body enter through the nasal or mouth way, then at the automatic response, body shows cough reflex. Third one is mucus, which trap bacteria and small particles, and by addition of saliva drained out of the body. Next one is the histology. As we study as the branch of biology which deals with the microscopic study of tissues. For example, muscle tissue which help out in the movement, as a connective tissue which help out in the connection of the body relationships. Third one is the nervous tissue. When nervous tissue combined, then nervous system is formed. Last one is the epithelial tissue. Our large body organ is formed by these tissues. Next, cell biology, the branch of biology which deal with the study of the cells. Example is that stem cells. Stem cells are the cells that must choose what they are going to become. Are they become as a retinal cells? Are they become a heart cells? Are they become a lung cells? Are they become a hair cells, nail cells and so on. Next one is the retinal cells. Retinal cells are the specified to detect the color intensity, how much color is intensive. Next is the lung cell, how the gases are exchanged on the cell level and how they formed. All these studies at their level are called as the cell biology. Next one is the anatomy, the branch of biology which deals with the study of internal structure called as a anatomy. It may be a directional or indirectional. Joint anatomy, when we study the internally joints, their joint structure, their movements are including in the joint anatomy specifically. When we study the lungs anatomy, how the lungs are working, their production, their procedure, and how they release the gases, all these anatomy and their structure and functional regulations are including in the specifically lungs anatomy. Third one example is the heart anatomy. When we study the heart anatomy, bicapsid, tricapsid walls, all these walls are including in the heart anatomy, and how they working, left ventricle, right ventricles, how they regulating their functions are including the heart anatomy. Specifically, when we say that internal anatomy, which means that inside of the center of the organ and body cavity, the organ of the abdominal cavity are internal to the muscle of the abdominal wall. Next one is the genetics, branch of biology which deals with the study of the genes and their roles in the inheritance, how they work, which factors are involved. All these questions are given by the genetics. Our genes carry information that gets passed from one generation to the next generation. A genes is a segment of a DNA. Basically, gene is the branch of the genes is the factor which is all the study pattern of the genetics. A gene is a segment of a DNA that contains instruction for building or more molecules that help the body work, which gives the map of the body, and then all the building are stand upon the genetics. Example is that genes are element in which one child has a blonde hair like their mother, while their sibling has brown hair like their father. Next one is the pharmacology, branch of biology which deals with the study of drugs and their effect on human body. Basically, pharmacology work on the endogenous neurotransmitter system like as a GABA, acetylcholine, adrenaline, non-adrenaline system. Examples of the pharmacology is that Panadol, which is generally used as a painkiller. Second one is a Movex. As compared to Panadol, high dose of a painkiller specifically as a bones and muscles. Chloral hydrate. When we mention that chloral hydrate, it is the first synthetic drug which is made by humans, introduced as a sedative hypnotic drug in 1869. It is the first synthetic drug. Before the first synthetic drug formed, humans used the organic material as the plants and the waste of the animals and their body part as a medicine. But in 1869, first chloral hydrate was introduced, which is still available in some countries and it may be used. Thank you for everyone. If you have any question about this video, put them in comment box. I'll definitely try to answer them.